Jacoby. What's up? If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. Anyways, let's get into the video. Today's video is my volleyball journey, my story time of how I came to be a college volleyball player, where I am now, how I got there, and all that stuff. Let's start from the beginning. So I played basketball all my life. It's a little backstory. I played basketball all my life, and then one of my really closest friends played club volleyball, and we were in 7th grade, so we were like 12, 13, and she was like, oh yeah, I played club, like, and all my friends played volleyball. Like, I became friends with her and I became friends with her team, and I was like, okay, like, I guess I'll give it a try. So I tried out for my school team, and I was like, this is so like useless. I was like, this is dumb. Like, I play basketball, like, I'm gonna play basketball in college, so like, whatever. So I walk into tryouts and I made it, and I was like, I literally laughed. I was like, okay, like, that's weird. I don't know why that happened. Okay, I'm just gonna roll with it. So I played my 7th grade year, my first year playing volleyball when I was 12, 13, whatever it was. And then spring rolls around and my friend's like, are you gonna play club? And I was like, I'm this deep in, might as well. So I tried out for a local club, and I've been with that club ever since. From 13s to 18s, and I tried out and I made the one team, and I was like, this is not adding up. But then in my head I was like, okay, like, maybe I'm onto something. So I was like, I'm just gonna keep working at it and see where I can go with it, and then boom, here we are. So that's basically the genesis of how I started playing. So I played 7th grade, and then I played my 13s and 14s year in club, and then I got to high school. And then my 9th grade year, I remember, I am an idiot looking back at it, but I like sabotaged myself. I was like, I don't want to be on varsity yet because I'm just mentally not ready. So, but I knew that if I did what I had to do, I would have made varsity. Like, not even like kissing my own butt, but like, seriously, like, I would have made it, and I was like, let me not. So I made JV, and I was like, bet, like, there's a freshman team, JV, and varsity. So I made JV as a freshman, and I was like, okay, good, now I can play and get some experience and like get my mind, like, get my head straight. So then my sophomore year, I didn't even want to play volleyball anymore because I had a really bad experience my freshman year, which is bad, and I do not recommend anyone to do that. If you want to play in college, don't do that. But I quit, and I was like, whatever. So I still played club. I played club that year, and they're like, why'd you quit school? And I was like, I just hated it. But then I played club, and you know, I kept my touch on the ball. And then junior year I came back, and I was like, okay, I'll play now, you know, whatever. I got convinced. And then I made varsity, played varsity my senior and junior year, and it went well. We like went to state, we won all these tournaments, games. Like, my team was stacked. It was crazy. Like, we were all like 6-foot hitters. Like, all of us had club experience. We all played for the same club or something like that, and it was just a lot of fun, and we had like a really good group. And then after that, like, I had to really make a decision, because in high school I played volleyball, varsity golf, and varsity basketball, and I was on varsity all 4 years for basketball. So I thought I was gonna play basketball in college. I was like, honestly, this volleyball stuff is just extracurricular. But then I changed my mind senior year, and that's something I look back on and I'm like, probably shouldn't have done that. Like, there's this thing where like you kind of have to pick a sport in high school to focus on if you really want to go to college for it, which is kind of true, halfway true, but that was pretty true. But I mean, it is what it is, but whatever. So I ended up just not wanting to play basketball anymore in college. I was like, you know, I'm good. Like, I want to play volleyball, I decided. So then I started the whole recruiting process, and that is a whole freaking story. The recruiting process was an animal. It's a beast. It is hard, but once you get it, like, once you kind of understand how to market yourself and like what to do, then like you are golden. So I emailed a bunch of coaches. I was playing club also. I played 18s, and I was emailing people. I was giving people my highlight tape, and I was like, I was just getting myself out there, because that's what I knew that much. I knew that that's what I had to do, was to get myself out there, because people weren't just gonna come find me, because I played for like a pretty small club that doesn't really do like the whole recruiting thing. So then fast forward to me at this 18s tournament. I was just playing like randomly, and then this coach who was like the opposing team's coach, he saw me play, and he was like, okay. And he offered me. He went up to my coach and he was like, yeah, I like her. Will she come here? Blah, blah. And so I went there, and I went to this Division III school in Georgia. I'm not gonna say the name. I feel like it's awkward. Like, I don't know who's gonna watch this. So it's like, that's awkward. But I went to this Division III school my freshman year, and I came in, I played all the way around. It was a good experience. I liked all the girls. Everything was like okay, but the academics didn't really align with me. And 2, it was Division III, so I wasn't getting money. 3, it was expensive. Like, it was so much money, and I was like, this is honestly not worth it. I'm really not that happy here. So I decided to transfer. Now, I toughed it out my sophomore year. I played my sophomore year at this Division III school, and then after that, the spring of my sophomore year, I decided to transfer. So okay, so honestly, I could have gone D1 out of high school. I had some offers, Division I, but I did not take them because they were so far from my little southern, state of Alabama. So I was like, that's just too, like, some of the states were just way too far. I was like, I can't do that. So looking back at it, I probably should have gone, but it's okay, it's fine. So I was like, okay, I want to go D1. Like, I want to prove it to myself that I can do it, and that I can literally transfer by myself without a portal, without a transfer portal, without anyone like helping me except for the people close to me who helped me, which I thank you so much for helping me. If you are watching this video, you probably won't, but whatever. So literally, I emailed a bunch of D1 schools, and I was like, here's my tape, here's who I am, here's my GPA, and I want to play for you, blah, blah, blah. And I emailed a handful of schools that I liked, and I did my research on, and I ended up landing at a Division I school. I ended up landing at a couple schools, actually, and then I really narrowed down my choice to Southern Miss and Mississippi. That's a Division I school. It's in Conference USA and all that. So I went there for my junior year, and then it turned out it just wasn't a good fit for me, and I was like, frick, like, oh god, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Because I'm a freaking junior. Like, you're really only supposed to transfer once. I was like, oh my god, I'm screwed. So I was like, I'm never playing volleyball again. Like, like, that was really my mindset for, I wouldn't say good, maybe almost 6 months, like 4 months, 6 months. I was like, I'm never playing again. Like, that's just it. Like, that's just it. I mean, like, I was fine with it at the time. I was like, well, it's just not like physically possible for me to play ever again. So I was like, well, hanging it up, whatever. And I was also supposed to play beach volleyball at this D1 school, and I didn't end up doing that. I didn't end up doing anything that I planned, and I was like, frick, like, I really did it. I really did it to myself. But looking back on that time, it was just a lot of like, do I love volleyball that much to just put myself out there one more time and see if I can find any possible way to find another school that I can play at? And I was like, this is crazy. Like, am I done playing volleyball? Am I just gonna retire? Do I want to play beach? Or like, what? Ugh. It was just all like, it was a mess. It was a mess. And at the time, like, it was just hard. Like, it was just hard. And like, and what really like convinced me to play again was how hard I worked, like, literally all these years, and for what? And what do I have to show for it? Like, sure, I'm very proud of myself because I went from a Division III school to a Division I school, which is very hard to do, and I did that on my own. And like, I even had the opportunity to play beach volleyball, and I play beach volleyball like recreationally. Like, I've never, like, that's crazy to me. Like, I did all that, and I'm proud of myself, and I accomplished that myself. It was all of the help of my coaches, my teammates, my friends, my family. Like, everyone helped me so much, and I, like, that's one thing you really need if you're going through the recruiting process or something, is a support system, because you're gonna need it, trust me, because I have been through the ringer. Volleyball has put me through the ringer, but I keep going back. I keep going back to it, and I'm like, why do I do this to myself? And I'm like, the only explanation is that I love it, and I don't want to stop playing. I don't want to stop. Like, I love playing. I love season. I love grinding. I love 6 a.m. I love waking up like, let's freaking get it. Like, it's just amazing. It's a good feeling. So now I did some reflecting, and I was like, I want to play again. It was just like a random day. Like, I walked in my living room, I told my roommate, I was like, I want to play again. Like, I'm honestly over just sitting around the apartment doing nothing. Like, I want to play again. I missed it a lot, and I was like, you know? Oh, also I didn't say this, but the girls are great. I love all the girls at my schools that I've been to. Like, they're all great. It wasn't that. It was just literally like nothing was ever a good fit for me. And now I'm starting to think that maybe college is just not for me. But of course I'm still gonna get my degree because I'm literally a rising senior, so why would I not? Okay, sorry, my camera ran out of space. But what I was saying is that now I was like, you know, I want to play again. I want to play beach. I want to get my full experience. I'm going to get everything that I can out of this senior year that I'm about to have and my graduate year, because I do plan on going to graduate school. I know I just said I don't like school, but I still want to get my graduate degree. Like, a lot of people say that they don't like school, but they still do it, and that's like me. I really don't enjoy school, but I enjoy the feeling of excelling at school. Like, I don't like it, but I like when I succeed at it. But when I don't, I hate it. But when I do, I love it. It's just, it's a love-hate relationship, obviously. It's like I feel like I did all the wrong things when I was younger, and like I look back at it and I'm like, I really should have done this, this, and this, but I really had no one to help me. Like, no, I really wish I had someone like what I'm doing right now to tell me, like, on a more personal level, like, hey, like, you should do this X, Y, and Z, and then this will happen, or this will lead you in that direction, or whatever. So that's kind of like why, like, that's kind of like the genesis of this channel, is like, I wish I had someone there to like help me in like more of like a older sister kind of vibe. So that's what this channel is. That's why I made this channel. That's the genesis of this. Is like that's the birth story of this channel, is I want to help people, because I know it's hard. It is hard work, and it's really mentally like taxing. So that's what I'm here for. So I was like, okay, bet. I used my older highlight videos, and I had some regular just plain game film from the past Division 1 season, and I had one really good match at Western Kentucky, and I had that on film, and I was like, I'm gonna use this. So I used my highlight video and that video, and I sent it out to a couple schools that I had my eye on. But really, I wanted to go back to Georgia, because I loved my time in Georgia, my 2 years there. I loved it. I made the best friends for life, and I was like, I want to go back. That's where I'm happy. That's really what it comes down to, is being happy, and that's where I'm happy, is Georgia. So going back, baby. But I narrowed it down to a couple schools around there, either like in Alabama, Georgia, but I really wanted to be in Georgia, in a very specific school I really wanted to go to. I was like, oh, I love this location, like, the school's great, the volleyball team's great, the girls are really nice now that I have visited and all that. But I emailed them and I was like, please God, like, please let them respond and want me, and they did. And I was like, oh my gosh, because literally, like, I didn't think anyone would want me, because I'm a senior. Like, I'm a rising senior. I have one more year of indoor eligibility, and I was like, I'm practically useless, I felt. But they sprung on me. They're like, we like you, we like your highlight video, and I was like, But yes, it's a little NAIA school, and I am so happy and grateful that they like even took a chance on me. I was like, that's crazy. So I also, they wanted me for beach volleyball too, and I was like, this just keeps getting better. Like, what did I never thought I would play again. Like, that's a really dark place, and then here I am getting an offer. What? So I got an offer for beach or indoor volleyball, and then for 1 year, because that's all that's left in my eligibility. But I got an offer. I got everything I needed to go to that school, and I signed my papers, and I was like, yes sir, senior year, here we freaking go. So that's pretty much my volleyball story, the volleyball genesis, how I came to be where I am right now. It's crazy reflecting on all that, because I am literally a senior. I'm going into my senior year, so that's wild. But honestly, 12-year-old, 13-year-old Jacoby, who was just in the backyard working on her hand contact against a wall with just a ball and myself, literally I grinded for hours outside, just banging the ball against my wall. My dad and my sister were so mad, and I was like, I'm practicing. That's crazy. Like, full circle, that is pretty full circle. That's crazy. But 12-year-old, 13-year-old me is shook. Volleyball has taken me so many places, like places I never would have ever gone without volleyball. So I'm like, that's crazy. I've made lifelong friends, lifelong connections. So that's my story. I'm here to help you. If you have any questions, literally leave a comment. I respond to every single comment. Leave a question, I have an answer hopefully, and if I don't have an answer, we will work on it together and we will find an answer, because I want to help people. I want people to be as stress-free and happy as possible. So yes, I will see y'all in my next video next Saturday, and I love you. Peace.